called Attack of the Show. We're going to get that over by Joey Manor, and Andrew's got...
Blue Red Delver?
Blue Red Delver with... No, this is actually Rug Delver.
Yeah, he's got Rug Delver. Okay.
We've got 3 colors. But yes.
I mean, I've got a pretty stock list of Attack of the Show. You got your show and tells, your sneak attacks, your Emrakuls, your Grizzle brands, along with your Forcibles and your counter spells and stuff to get it through. So, pretty run-of-the-mill sneak and show deck. I know we haven't seen one yet today.
And another correction on the screen. I am not with Joey Pasco this round. I have upgraded. Joey Pasco has eaten the mushroom, and he has become the upgraded Cedric Phillips.
And he went tanning, too, somehow, during the break.
That's a very aggressive tan, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I like it. I like it. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I tried. I just go red.
Sorry, bro. Life's privileges. What's anything different about this Rug Delver deck?
We
don't typically see Snapcaster Mage.
No, I'm not even a big fan of Snapcaster in this deck. I think that is 2, 4. How many Spell Pierce is that? 2? Or Spell Snare? I think it's 2.
It looks like a 2.
Yeah, 2 Spell Snare. There's Lightning Bolts. He's running the 7 burn spells. That's what I played last weekend. This actually, besides the Snapcaster Mage, looks really close to what I played last weekend.
You played 3 Forcible as well?
Yeah, I would have played 4 if I could have done it over again.
Okay.
But yeah, he's running an island though. There is an Island in his.
That's a surprise. Maybe because of lack of being able to get 4 of each duel.
No, I don't know.
Do you like playing 4 Trops and 4 Volcanics?
No, I like playing 3-3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I like having the 1 extra red-green duel, so you can actually, in the mirror match, more importantly than any, have a Trop, a Volcanic, and a Taiga, so they can't waste you off a color.
Okay, sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And so you never have to worry about being able to Lightning Bolt things or cast your Brainstorms and things like that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah. So...
do we know the records of these guys? Are these guys both X and 1, X and O? Any idea?
They're actually 2-6.
2-6. We put a nice one under.
Yeah, we just had to have this interesting matchup.
I didn't know if there's any draws anywhere, anything like that. This guy's playing Rur Delver. Rur. He's got a lot of red and just a little bit of blue.
It's like a RAR, but by a very tired lion.
It's like me right now. Hey, he's playing Rug Delver. That's a good deck.
He has changed decks 3 times now. Can we get a judge?
I don't know how that's possible, but I don't know why our show director's shaking his head. Hey, why don't you wake up? You want some coffee, bro? Huh? As Joey Manor looks like a youngster.
He looks aggressive too. Look at him, man. He looks like just like me when I was 12 years old, 13, 14 years old.
The rosy cheeks. They're both X and 1, so that's good to see.
He's got his aggressive elbow in. You know,
yeah. He's got his elbow. He's got his elbow turned in.
Yeah,
he's kind of like looking at you. He's just like, I'm not scared of you.
See him slam his deck on the table.
Yeah, he's not scared. He's got the pen in the hair, ready to write down that you're going like 5.
He's actually 17. That's.
I take the under.
I take the under. He has the age.
I don't care if you have the age. I take the under. He looks 14. Oh, he doesn't like that people think he looks younger. He told the judge he's 17. See, like 2 or 3 years from now, he's going to be begging for people to think he's 17.
Yeah.
You got to keep that baby face.
Both are going to 5.
Both are mulliganing to 5. That's pretty disgusting. So, Brad, I know that you play Rug Delver some.
Yes.
Have you ever played against Sneak and Show?
Yeah, I did actually.
How do you feel this matchup goes?
If you're on the play, I really think it's good.
Okay.
On the draw, you're just like cold to a turn 2 with 1 disruption, like if they just have a daze or a force or something like that.
Okay.
But other than that, I like the matchup.
Okay.
And that's just because it's a whole control thing. Like when you're on the draw, you don't have any control, even if you just have 1 piece of disruption. You can't really sit back on your Spell Pierce and another counter on turn 1. Sometimes it's difficult to do that because not every draw they're going to turn to you.
Okay.
So you want to get some pressure on the board. You need to develop, or they're just going to sit back because if there's no pressure, there's no reason to show and tell. So a good player is just not going to go for it.
Okay, sure. That makes sense.
And so if you're just sitting back on 5 counter spells, they're going to eventually get to a good hand, or even like they might just like toy around with you and like start dropping excess show and tells for no value.
Gotcha.
And so it just really sucks that you have to counter every one of these.
Yeah, even if they have nothing.
Yeah,
like if they cast show and tell like 2 cards in your hand, you're like, I can't risk it.
Yeah.
Counter it.
Yeah, and you can counterfight over that and open up to be able to intuition to do other things, and yeah, the matchup gets way worse as time goes on. I mean, that's every matchup for Rogue Delver, and you definitely just have to. All right, so Andrew is going to 4.
He's going to 4. Jeez.
I mean, that's what happens with Rogue, right? Like sometimes you just don't draw your colored mana.
Yeah, I mean that's true. You could just draw like 2 wastelands and all your colored spells, and you're just like, okay, I have to mulligan again.
Yeah, I mean
you can't keep.
You only have 15 colored mana sources.
And how many lances is this deck?
He's running 19.
Okay.
Everyone's on 19 now.
Okay. I mean, and still, you're going to keep a 1-land hand with cantrips.
Yeah, you almost
always keep that hand. From a Rug side, Brad, what fatty are you more scared of, Emrakul or Griselbrand?
I'm doesn't matter.
Okay. I didn't know if one was worse or scarier than the other. Okay.
All right, so turn 1 Preordain. Haven't seen that one played in a while.
Only 2.
Yeah.
Only 2 in his deck.
And it's the weakest of them, right?
Yeah. I mean, he does have Brainstorm. Should he have Ponder? Yeah, he has 4 Ponders too. Okay, I see it now. So he has 10 cantrips total, and he's only got 1 Intuition in his deck.
All right, turn 1 Ponder for Andrew.
So Andrew's going to try to work his way out of that mulligan that he has. And he had to go down, and he's going to keep the top card of his deck, and that's going to be his turn. Joey untaps. Draws his card. He's going to play another Preordain and see if he can do a little better. This time, no sir. Daze.
Yeah, he's going to get shut down. And I don't know, I think Andrew's top of his library was not what I would have liked.
Are those the kind of things that you want to fight over? Do you want to fight over the cantrips, or would you rather save that Daze for a show and tell?
If I'm this far behind, I just want to stop him from developing his hand, right?
Okay.
You want him to keep drawing multiple pieces of a certain combo and stuff like that. You don't want him to have any card availability. So
okay, it looks like Joey kind of he needed that. He needed that Preordain to resolve pretty badly. And so at the end step, Andrew's going to sacrifice his Scalding Tarn. He's going to search up a land.
I mean, yeah, that's what happens, right? Like he dazes it because he saw Joey just go bottom draw.
Yeah, miss. Yeah, that makes sense. He's going to get a Volcanic. He already has a Tropical Island in his hand, so he's going to have access to blue, red, and green mana at this point in the game. He's basically I would say he's undone his mulligan at this point. And a Wasteland to take care of his only land. I think he just ripped one. Yeah.
Stifles in that deck list?
No, there is no Stifles. There is just 4 Spell Pierce, 3 Force Will, 3 Daze, and 1 Spell Snare.
Okay.
So here comes the Tarmogoyf.
So the clock is going to be on. Now, he's kind of stunted his mana development. He has dealt with a cantrip, so hopefully his hand's not perfect. So now he's got to get his damage on.
There is a City of Traders in Joey's hand.
Okay.
So we might be able to see a combo here. Who knows?
He elected to get a basic, which, makes sense. He doesn't want to get Wasteland again, more than likely.
Well, and Sneak Attack rarely hits play compared to Show and Tell in this matchup, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If your guy's in play, it doesn't matter. Where in other matchups it might.
Sure. I see a Sneak in his hand. I see the City of Traders as well. He's not showing so. Do you have a Daze or a Force?
Is it there? No.
Grizzled Brand. This is bad news.
This is very bad news. Andrew looked like he was a little ahead, but...
I mean, that's a pretty fast comeback. I definitely agree with you. I thought that Andrew was going to start taking control of the game.
Yeah.
What kind of ways does Andrew have to get a Griselbrand off the board? Do they exist?
See, what happens when you concede the game, everyone picks up their cards.
Okay.
And shuffles.
Okay.
And so technically then the Griselbrand would not be on the table anymore.
So that's our out.
That's our out.
I don't like it.
It's not good.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
We'll see how it works for Andrew.
Okay.
But that is the only play he has.
Is this like fake brainstorming at this point? He's just like, yeah, I've got outs.
It's a Rug Delver.
I'll brainstorm.
Where's my 1 Vapor Snag?
Yeah, I've got a Submerge or something. Mongoose. Maybe he's just gonna try to get some information out of Joey at this point. As Joey plays a Mongoose in the second
he's
game.
playing Preordain, so maybe he might think that there's some other card.
Upstairs with the Lightning Bolt. The thing about Griselbrand is that
there's this thing called Lifelink.
It does have Lifelink.
It's like a Baneslayer Angel, but way better when it's in play.
The interesting thing about Griselbrand is he is actually, he's drawing his 7 cards. He's taken 10 points of damage this turn, so he's at 9 for now. He's probably going to attack and go back up to 16. Griselbrand's really starting to kind of define this format. Would you agree?
Yes, I think it is by far one of the best fatties for these combo decks. Like, you look at the I was talking about this last round, is you look at the Hypergenesis deck, you can just like show and tell a Gristlebrand, draw 14, and then combo off again.
Yeah.
Because of all your pitch mana.
Yeah. And that's really scary. I mean, it's really scary from that deck. It kind of began being incorporated in this deck as like kind of being a scary threat, and then it seems like, I know that Jerry and Todd and those guys worked on that deck, that the show and tell Hypergenesis deck, that kind of just takes it to like the next level of things that you can do.
I feel like an idiot for not playing this. I'm in the same room as them, and I am playing the same deck Jerry is, where he knows how to play it. I have no idea. I had to read Undiscovered Paradise when I played it on turn 1. And
You played Dredge today?
Yes, it was a very bad idea.
It's not a good deck to pick up and play.
No,
blind.
no, it was very bad.
I did it at Worlds in Rome on day 3, and I got a lot of judge calls on me about like sequencing, and they're just like, yeah, like Ideas Unbound, you have to discard all this stuff. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna play.
Did we
Zoom.
activate again?
Yeah, he went to 2, and he's gonna go up to 9 now. It's a little risky, but maybe
It
he's
is
just
very
looking
risky.
for another show and tell
For an Emrakul?
For an Emrakul, or he doesn't have Progenitus, so. Okay, so he's gonna put that into play. He adds his 2 mana.
Oh, he's looking for a Lotus.
Well, he added 2 mana, and then he's gonna play Sneak. Is he? I might be a little confused here. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
He has Lotus Petal in his deck, but he doesn't have one in his hand, unless he's gonna do some discarding.
No, he's discarding, yeah.
Okay.
Do we have an out? If we can have a bolt, and if we can turn that guy on, yeah, if we can turn the Nilmagus on, we actually just win the game. Oh, he has a
force, but the force is gonna put him to 8, and the Nilmagus is gonna put him to 5. And how big is that Tarmogoyf? Because he just put an enchantment in the graveyard.
I don't know.
So sorcery, show and tell, land, City of Traders, enchantment.
Is there a creature? I don't think there's a creature.
I don't think there's a creature. Fort, bolt. It's still gonna turn on Mongoose.
Yeah.
There's an instant as well, so there's a sorcery, there's an
Oh,
instant.
misdirection target.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All
so
right.
He found the misdirection. The one out.
All right. He does have just one misdirection.
That got exciting.
That got a little closer than I think it needed to get.
Yes.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I don't think you needed to cast show and or
I don't think you need to I don't think you need to activate for 14 either.
Yes. He definitely didn't need to activate for 14, and then I don't think maybe he thought he needed the sneak attack to be able to win next turn, but
Yeah.
I don't think any of that was really necessary.
All right. So out of Andrew's sideboard, I really like that he has some interesting ones for this matchup. He has the average red elemental blast, which is good, but he has a force of will and 2 more counter spells, actual counter spells.
Just actual blue counter spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I think all these cards are going to come in. He's going to take out a lot of his burn. He is going to be able to fight on a counterspell package later in the game with Snapcaster Mages, Spell Pierces, counter spells, all these Force Wills, Red Elemental Blasts.
Okay.
So the games can go longer for Andrew, and he can win. He has access to more removal spells with 4 Spell Pierce, 3 days, 4 Force of Will, and all the Red Elemental as counter spells. So I actually like his sideboard a lot more than mine for this matchup.
And don't forget about the 2 Snapcaster Mages he has in his deck too.
Yeah.
So in addition to all of that stuff. Now on Joey's side, him being up a game, Submerge, does that have an effect here?
I mean, it's fine, right? Like it's just going to bounce a Tarmogoyf when it has pressure, or it can deal with an early Delver,
Okay.
which is important. Like just stopping the Delver from interacting. But I don't know if he wants to. This is not my avenue. I do not know how to board for a.
I don't know this deck all that well either. You know,
I
like
have something embarrassing to say.
ooh, go for it.
I've never had an Emrakul in play for myself yet.
Like ever playing Magic?
No, I've never played an Emrakul yet. It's kind of sad, right?
Even I've had one in play.
Well, yeah, I remember at the Pro Tour, right?
Yeah, and Pro Tour San Juan.
Well, I mean, for how many rounds you were in it?
What does that mean? I played all the rounds of that tournament.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, you're actually really good. 'Cause
I'm
that
a
thing was
little
really bad.
I'm insulted that you would come into my box when I'm doing my job.
I mean,
and say that I didn't play all the rounds in that deck and not cash the Pro Tour. I am insulted.
I would.
Because I safely did not cash because my deck was not good. Okay? My deck was not good. It was very good for day 1 and absolutely atrocious on day 2. But we're going to keep this on the game right now before I just lambaste you in front of people.
Don't turn the camera off.
4 Progenitus in his sideboard. Now, obviously Grizzlebrand won him that game, and Emrakul is obviously good as well. Do you think Progenitus is better than either one of those cards?
No, you have the Progenitus there just to beat the decks that can't deal with your better threats.
Okay.
So like, both of his threats are weak to Caracas.
Okay.
I mean, not really when you have a sneak in play, but I'm assuming that's what that card's for.
Kind of like against like a Maverick deck.
Good to know that he cannot enter text during tournament.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
So
sweet.
Joey would like the viewers out there to know, we got this from our show director, that he cannot answer text during the tournament. And Andrew would like to give a shout out to his mom.
That's awesome. I hope his mom's watching because my grandma watches a lot of these, and every time I played in big tournaments and I was on SCG or GG's Live, my mom and dad would be watching, and like I would like one time I was just like, "This one's for you, pops," and
It must be nice to have the support of your parents in Magic.
you don't. Oh, my mom hated it for years, and then Amsterdam happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say my parents hated it until I top 8'd Kyoto, and they were just like, "Fine, you can play, I
Yeah.
guess." Yeah, the like 3 a.m. phone call where I'm just like giddy as a schoolgirl. I'm just like, "Please answer, please answer, please answer, please answer." And my dad's like, "Hello," and I'm like, I told you, it's worth it, it's worth it. I told you, I'm decent enough that I should be doing this for a while." And he's like, "Can I go back to bed or?" Why did you have to call me? And he's like, "Okay, fine, congratulations, good luck."
My grandma was always just this big supporter of mine, and she's like calling my mom because they're out for this like softball tournament where they don't have internet, they have phones, and she's keeping my mom updated. And like 3 o'clock rolls around, she's like, "He top 8 at Amsterdam, he did it again." And every one of my family members was just like daggering my mom about it because my mom just did not like it at all. She just wanted me to do other things, and
That'll teach you parents out there. Support your children.
yes, with whatever they want to do, especially with, I'm assuming there's not many parents of people our age watching this, I'm guessing, except for Andrew's mom.
That's true.
Hi, Andrew's mom.
Hello.
We're hoping that he at least gets back to 1-1. I'm not going to pick favorites. but I hope he-
Unbiased reporting.
Yes, but I hope he wins this game to make it more interesting.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
So I'm going to root for him for this game, and then unbiased after that.
My argument for all parents out there, very briefly, we could be doing a lot worse things
Yes.
with our life. So let us play our game.
Yeah.
But anyway, looking at Joey's deck list, I don't really see a lot of cards that he's going to sideboard in here. He does have 2 Through the Breach, so he has additional ways to be able to put his giant monsters into play. That'll bring him up to 10 if he wants to go that route.
I'm guessing that's like an anti-planeswalker card.
Through the Breach.
No, but you already have Sneak Attack. It just feels like an excess card.
Well, when Rug is boarding into so many counter spells, maybe you just want more ways to be able to get through all the wall of counter magic.
Yeah, but it costs 5 mana, and like he runs 4 Spell Pierce, right?
That's true. That's true. It may not be a thing, and I'm not saying that he's going to sideboard it in, but I mean, I'm looking at the options that he has of Relic Progenitus,
Yeah.
Progenitus, Echoing Truth, 1 Wipe Away, 2 Submerge,
Yeah.
2 Through the Breach. I feel like he's going to sideboard something in, so I'm kind of guessing that maybe it would be Through the Breach.
A lot of these cards, it's kind of cool. Like a lot of these cards could come in if we even had a chance of knowing what Joey's range is,
Yeah.
but we don't because we even thought he was like, Andrew's going to 5 again. Sorry, Andrew's mom.
He can still do it. I believe in him.
Yeah, he can get there.
He can draw enough counter spells to be able to take care of this. This matchup, I think, is going to start. Well, so the Attack of the Show deck became kind of prevalent over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And so I foresee this matchup starting to happen a lot, and it seems like it's rather close.
I feel like it's the advantage is on Rug Delver's side, but the biggest advantage is like when you start a game with Delver of Secrets. It's kind of like any fairy deck when it started with a Bitter Blossom, it just had such a bigger impact.
Sure.
And like had a higher percentage to win. Same thing with not playing a land on turn 1.
Ew. Well, Well, Joey's going to start turn 1 with just Misty Rainforest. He's going to crack that. I could see him searching for a basic. Well, I can't. Actually, I would search for a non-basic because there's no way he's just going to wasteland them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, searching for an island's perfectly fine as well.
I think you just have to go down again, right? It's not like a Force of Will is not like a Leyline against Dredge.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like, obviously you don't want to go to 4 on the play, but I think it gives them a better opportunity to win the game than 5 with no land.
I mean, now doesn't Joey just play like control on control here, where he just tries to find as many lands as possible with all of his cantrips? And
Yeah, I mean, he's in no rush. There's no reason to do something to the effect of like show and tell, the turn 2 show and tell of City of Traders. He can take his time. He can set himself up with ponders and everything else.
especially since there might be like Gildedrix.
I see a Force of Will over there in Joey's hand. This game might just be over before it started because of the mulligan, and we can't see his hand, so I don't want to say it was a terrible keep. Because I mean, just in the last Grand Prix, you kept a no-lander.
That made sense.
I didn't say it didn't. You got defensive fast.
Because-
easy, big fella.
Because Freeman actually
First
kept,
name Ben.
Ben.
Thank you.
Ben Freeman actually kept a bad hand in game one, and I didn't make a big hissy fit about it.
Who won game one?
I did. Rolled him.
Still had all these wins. Thanks. He kept a terrible hand, and I smashed him. So I kept a bad hand game too, and I smashed him. Thanks. Welcome to the Pro Tour.
This is how we do it.
Yep.
See,
That's how some of us do it. That's
that-
for sure.
This is what happens, Ben Freeman, when you play a terrible deck and you run hotter than the sun.
I would know nothing about that.
Playing bad decks or running hotter than the sun.
Not going to tell you.
I think I know which one it is.
You can guess all you want. Come on, one land.
Come on. Nope.
I know a lot of people, they say, keep your eyes on the action. Tell us what's going on. Here's what's going on. Andrew needs to draw a land.
Probably many running.
Yes.
But Joey's just going to keep going out there. Yeah, he can throw a couple of them out there. He's
I mean,
got
if he
some
has enough of them, then yes, he can play them. I know he has a Force of Will in his hand and probably a blue card as well. So, yep.
Misdirect, back at the Force of Will.
Let's fight.
Yeah. I could do this all day.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, I have a show and tell in my hand.
Yeah. Well, show and tell's a little scary now because people are starting to play Gilded Drakes.
Do we have Gilded Drakes over there?
No, we do not.
Okay.
We would have talked about that earlier.
Okay, then I'm not too scared.
Okay.
Oh. Is he ever going to? Oh my goodness.
Oh, we got a land.
We can play Magic. We can
We
play
have a
Magic.
Delver.
Should we have? So do you think we should have played Delver, or do you think we should have left? He has a red elemental blast in his hand. Would you play Delver there?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to get something going.
Yeah.
Okay. Intuition. Nope. Ooh.
The hard cast of Force of Will.
Ooh.
Into a Daze.
This is a little interesting.
Yeah, these games get really close, and then Joey's just like, nope.
Well, I mean, this game like shouldn't be close.
No, it shouldn't.
And I feel like if he is to flip Delver this turn,
Yeah, we can get there.
and then play that Volcanic Isle and have red elemental blast in his hand, that he can.
say go.
that
Oh,
still
one
wins game.
flip it.
One time flip. Oh my god, I've never seen anyone flip Flaster. Insectile Aberration in the house.
He's getting really
Volcanic,
excited.
yeah, he's getting very excited.
I feel like his whole hand's just gonna blow up, and all the cards are gonna spread.
And I mean, this is what we were talking about, where he didn't.
Go.
I mean, he did have two forces, but he didn't have to go for anything for a while. He could have just waited.
Slow down.
He could have
Slow
waited
down.
all day to set things up because he didn't have any land. Now we didn't know that. We didn't know that it was going to take Andrew, 6 turns to draw this
Yeah.
first land of the game. So I mean, at some point he does have to move in, but I mean, he could lose this game. That would. Can you imagine?
This is gonna
if
be
he lost this
insane.
game. I need to know a count on how long it took him to play his first land. I feel like it was like 6 turns.
No, it was like 3 or 4. Because he played with 3 lands in play, and then he forced Delver, so it was his 5th turn. He missed 4 land drops.
It's a lot of turns, Brett.
Yeah,
It's a lot of turns.
that is a lot of turns
a lot of
to miss
turns.
your first land drop.
And is Joey's life total right? Is
Yeah.
he actually an 8?
yeah, and I think we have a bolt. No, we don't have a bolt.
7? Because
We
of
have
the
a
fetch land?
counterspell. We have a. I don't think we have the Reb anymore. Oh, we have a Reb and a counterspell. You guys can't see us right now, but like Cedric and I are both like leaned in right now.
I haven't
like,
been this close to the microphone since Caitlin beat the crap out of Jerry.
that was so good.
Pedal. He can hardcast. Wait, can he hardcast?
Hardcast what?
Grizzle B.
You know it costs like
It costs
4
so
black.
many blacks.
Yeah,
Costs
like
so many
4 of
blacks.
them.
I forget it. There's no hardcasting going on here.
We do have 4 Lotus Petals.
He has outs.
Yeah, we have outs. I feel like instead of hardcasting it, Attack and Show could use other cards to get it into play for cheaper.
Bet he wishes he had 3 of the breach now.
Yeah.
You can't red elemental blast that either.
No. The game's not even over at that point if you just like threw the breaches and Emrakul. We're at
Yeah,
3.
that's true. That's true.
We can go 4 more turns.
And
without
Andrew's
land.
very comfortable. He's like, I've had no lands in play before. It's no big
Yeah,
deal.
we can get there. Yeah.
Yeah, he fetched.
Yeah.
So he should be at 7. I think you have it right. It's 4 mana. Sneaky peeky. Alright. He says that's okay.
No. No. No.
So here's the thing. Obviously this is kind of troublesome, but if it's just Emrakul, he's still okay.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
He has both.
He has both to choose from.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I don't love the way that he tapped for his thing.
I agree. Well, he keeps like going between 2 cards, so I think
I
he has
feel like
both.
he has both, yeah. I think he was a little hasty with his Lotus pedal. I think he should have kind of maybe thought it through and which one he wanted to use a little more.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to 14, and yeah, he's just.
Activate.
I like that.
Do you?
Yeah, because we could like get double bolted out or something. I mean, it's highly unlikely, but
Okay.
no, I probably would have activated.
I mean, go to 7. Go. I mean, up to 14, back down to 7. This attack puts him to 4. And then, yeah, he could have potentially gotten double bolted out. You're right.
Because you want to find like an Emrakul. You're still like far behind now,
I
right?
think he just drew the counter spell. Maybe he had it before and he couldn't cast it because he only had 1 mana. Oh,
No, he had Reb and Counterspell last turn, but he like played a Ponder. Well,
yeah, this would have been the sickest comeback.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sad.
I am too, actually. That would have been the most disgusting comeback if he would have won that game.
Aww.